Hello, YouTube family. It's a girl, Madena the Pro. I am so excited to welcome to my YouTube channel this morning. Meet Madena the Pro, the youngest, beautiful, top drilling trader in Africa. I am so happy to connect with you again. Thank you guys for being my family. Thank you for being part of my journey. Today, I'm going to reveal the secret of how people should be trading NFP so that next time you trade it better. But well, before I proceed, please read the disclaimer. Trading financial asset is highly risk. So you can lose part or all of your capital. You have to know also that you should only invest the amount of money that you're willing to lose. Lastly, if you're looking for any financial advisor, please look for a registered and a certified financial advisor for any of your financial advice purpose. Well, let's get rolling. Let's see. And I have something good for you to share with you today. But before I proceed, guys, I just want to say thank you guys for being part of my YouTube family. We are growing as a family, guys. We were about 100, 200 or something last time, but today we are 315. I'm so happy and delighted. So I want to thank you. I want to take this moment to thank every member, every person who has subscribed, and for others who are coming, please welcome everyone, share my YouTube channel, and let everyone win with us. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you click this button, subscribe. On the right hand side of subscribe, there's a bell here, notification. Click it, make sure notification button is on so that you can be notified once we post our videos. Also follow us in Instagram. You can join us in our Telegram channel and also be part of in our other social medias like Facebook and Twitter. Today I got good news for you guys, how to trade NFP better. But before we proceed, let's have a quick recap on how the market played last week. It was a beautiful market. So let's see what happened so that you can have some tips or you can learn something out of our trade we had last week. Remember, I shared EUROCAD. Last time I shared EUROCAD, and I said that I was interested to see a retracement somewhere at 51 and 60, 50 and 61 Fibonacci retracement levels. So let's see how the market actually played. This game, Forex trading, involves a lot of passion. So guys, you have to be very patient waiting for your setup. Wow, amazing. Guys, market came exactly to the point and went down. So this is how actually EUROCAD played last time. So this was EUROCAD. I explained in my previous video that EUROCAD is going to bounce at around 50 and 61 Fibonacci retracement. Here is the zone, 50 and 61 Fibonacci retracement, and we had our first peak done, guys. We had our first peak. That's about 300 pips, guys. From somewhere here to somewhere here, that is 300 pips. 300 pips. If you caught this setup, congratulations, you have made a good profit this week. Guys, you got to be and stay on my channel so that you can get all these tips and setup I'm actually sharing in my YouTube. We had USD Swiss franc. So if you look and go and observe in my last video, you could see that we are waiting for the right shoulder to be actually printed. But I explained very well that we might as well experience a deep correction towards 50 and 61 Fibonacci retracement. So guys, as much as we're actually waiting to get a right shoulder, but I also caution you that it might the price might also correct much deeper at 50 and 61 Fibonacci retracement. So let's go and see how the market actually played on USDCHF. Exactly on how we anticipated. So the market actually made a deep correction. Instead of just turning somewhere here, it made a deep correction. So this is actually a head and shoulder. It's only that sometimes this pattern might not be so exactly, but this was a very correct and good printing, because the retracement was around at 50 and 61 retracement, Fibonacci retracement area. So that was one of a good trade we had this week. Quickly, let's see what gold. I had explained about gold before, and I had two scenarios being printed. So we had the first scenario that market might actually correct somewhere here, or market might come and make a very good right shoulder for market to reverse and continue with the uptrend. So let's see quickly how actually the market played this week. This is what we have in gold, guys. This is what we had in gold. The right shoulder printed very well, fantastic. This was the right shoulder. So we didn't get the first scenario, so we took the second scenario and we made quite some good money. So that is how actually our gold played. I'm looking for gold to reach this area. I'm looking for gold to reach that area. So if you have actually entered somewhere here, please make sure you protect your profit and wait for your price to move into your intended direction so that you can pick more pips in the market, okay? I had EURGBP, we are looking to short this pair, and here was our target. So let's see how actually it played. We had a very smooth drop in EURGBP. So no, this was EURGBP, and this this is how EURGBP played this week. This was a very good setup. Actually, we had a very smooth drop. Lastly, before I get into NFP secret, we had AUDCAD trade. We had AUDCAD trade. So this is how we actually made analysis. We were looking at this kind of a channel, a triangle, right? So we were waiting for price to bounce, to have the third bounce. We had the first bounce here, we had the second bounce here, and we were waiting for the third bounce before we short this pair. Again, remember, once you short, wait for the retracement back here, then you continue shorting it to the downtrend. So let's see how AUDCAD played this week. This is how AUDCAD played this week. It was a very beautiful setup. This was a very beautiful setup, guys. So this is how AUDCAD played. It came to the area of our interest. This was the third hit. So price smoothly went down, retraced, and continue with downtrend. So this is an area of our interest. However, we might take our first profit somewhere here and our second profit somewhere here. So that is how AUDCAD played, and this was our trade on AUDCAD. That was our trade on AUDCAD. So in fact, we had how many pips? We have collected about 180 pips. So I shared this setup with my premium members, and we have collected 180 pips. We are looking into swinging this AUDCAD for further and collecting more pips. So this is how we traded, and this is how it was this week. Remember to stay with us so that you can be able to get all this notification once we post. Remember, guys, to subscribe. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe, turn the notification button on, follow us on Instagram, join our Telegram channel and other social media platforms so that you can always stay alert if there's anything that has been shared or is going to be shared. So guys, I got the good news. Everyone yesterday was actually shorting USD. Yesterday you had NFP. I just want to give a quick reflection of how people lost money yesterday. There were two issues. First of all, I know there is a COVID-19 going on. It's a global issue. And New York is one of the cities in America that has been hit so much. And people, they thought that because of COVID, which has hit a part of America, and also we saw that stock market being plunged down, stock market really dropped. So everyone was scared to buy USD pairs yesterday because they know that the economy of America has really dropped. So this is the reason why most people actually lost money yesterday with NFP. Everyone was shorting USD pairs, USDXX pairs, but for us, I made a very wonderful analysis just before NFP yesterday, and we had a very good trade on NFP. Let's go and see. Check it out. So let's reveal the NFP secret. Okay. Here we go. Guys, before you actually trade NFP, this is a part of the secret that I'm sharing with you. Before you you trade NFP, you first have to come and watch what the USD currency index is doing. So for me, I share this set of my students and also with my premium channel members together with my friends. And I told them, guys, we had we had a very good trade with USD currency index. So what we were actually waiting, this was a smooth ride up for USD index. So there was a need for a correction of the market. Price had to correct itself. So we could see we had already 50 and 61 retracement. We had already 50 and 61 retracement, a beautiful at daily time frame. So actually, I was waiting for this retracement, and once the price came to hit around 50 and 61 retracement, there was a reversal move back to the uptrend, and this was the reason, and this was an indication which told us that we are going to long USD pairs. So remember, USD index is a collection of USD pairs. So if you want to trade any USD pair, you have to check what USD index actually is doing. So at the very first thing we did, we had to come and check what USD currency index was doing. So after seeing that it had a bounce at 50 and 61 retracement at daily time frame, that was the reason why we long USD pairs. This was the reason why we long USD pairs. So I want to take you to some of the actually the pairs that we could also see. There was actually a clear indication that you guys, there's no indication for you guys to actually short USD pairs. So let's see why we had to actually long on USD pairs. So let's see. So this was USD dollar currency index. This was USD currency dollar index. So okay, so I was wondering why everyone yesterday was actually selling USD XX pairs. So let's see a couple of trades that we had a very good trades with. Let's see. So, okay, let's look at AUDUSD. So this was AUDUSD. AUDUSD had a very good breakout of this trend. We had a very good breakout of this trend. So what were we waiting? A breakout and a retest. So I know the direction now of AUDUSD is down, and that was the reason why USD became strong. Okay, let's see other pairs. We could see. Let's see other pairs. Let's see other pairs. For example, we have NZD USD, NZD USD. No. NZD USD. This had a similar pattern with AUD USD. So you could see a breakout of a trend, and now the price is actually moving down. So let's see another pair. I think another pair I shared was USDCHF. USDCHF. Here we go. Here we go. So actually, as I explained before with USDCHF, so we were waiting for the right shoulder, and it gave us a deep correction, and that was the reason also we knew that USD is going to be strong. So what are the criteria, or what are the things that you should look at once you're trading NFP? Make sure that as much as you look on the fundamentals and what is happening in the market globally, but also be sure to check actually what USD currency index is doing. That is very, very important for you to give an indication, see actually what are they going to do with other and the rest of the USD pairs. So that is a way of how we looked at the market yesterday, and we had a very good ride with USD pairs during NFP. So until next, we catch up next time, I wish you all the best. And again, over the weekend, I will also upload a video on volatility index. So stay online, stay with us. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss volatility setups for your trades. I wish you a good weekend, and make sure that guys you become protective for yourself. Coronavirus is still around, so stay at home, social distancing, and also make sure that you protect yourself. Until next time.